Welcome to Ace Attorney!
Maybe the kids won't be and talk to him again.
I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time.
Trial will be over by tomorrow. You can come see them film later.
I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right?
What? I'm pretty sure it was Not like he was choking on his water.
I wonder if there's any other clues lying around.
Yarn! No touching. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
Didn't mean to. I almost had a heart attack.
I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. Oh, I suppose it's the actor in me.
Dramatique, indeed.
Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table.
Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills?
Yeah, pal. Traces thereof.
So you're looking for the traces of the sleeping pills? How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to the sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, it'll change color.
Wow! Neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, all right.
So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills.
Looks like it.
How does your investigation?
To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal.
Did we just talk to him about his investigation?
Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though.
How is Edgeworth doing anyway?
Mr. Edgeworth's out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it.
Whoa.
Talk about burns, pal.
Wow! The fury of Edgeworth!
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups. Bottles.
I wish people spoke like this in real life.
Just constantly screaming, full ham.
Yes, people really ham with everything they say.
Say, whatever happened to the empty bottles?
The bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Hammer's prints on the bottle.
So that means...
Yep, sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim.
So I was right!
You're just staring at me, pal. It's kind of creeping me out.
You could probably go to the, Wait, why is there a bike sitting there now?
It's such the same thing.
How long has that bike been sitting?
Wow.
Probably have to leave the trailer.
Yeah. I'll check the dressing room just in case.
Ow. Hello.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so...
What? Why? But WP is innocent!
Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But, this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai.
What? No!
My eardrums will never be the same.
I was wondering if I could ask about Mr. Hammer.
Yes?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? Oh, I thought he went to Studio 1.
He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too!
What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then.
The rumor?
Yeah, Mrs. Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently.
Some dirt? What dirt?
Dirt, you know, bad stuff.
I know what dirt means!
About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film... Well, what's... They left the film set the way it was, too.
Did you step on me?
Yeah.
The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then?
She choked on the same water as Phoenix.
What do you mean? The last Steel Samurai?
I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant.
No! No!
Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore.
What? Why?
I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided.
Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore?
The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand?
How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love Steel Samurai?
It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow.
No! That can't be true! That's impossible! If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick! Say something!
Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this.
What? Oh, the book.
Oh, yeah, look.
I don't think you needed to throw
Take
it.
that!
And this is...
A fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled, just so some adults can save face. I think you would understand that better than anyone.
You're right. Okay. But what can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago.
Okay.
Did you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Oh, right, sorry. Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault.
Someone died?
It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Ms. Vasquez, managed to hush it up.
And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer.
And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez told him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public?
Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. Look at Alec Baldwin.
I see.
You know who knows more about this? Ms. Oldbag. She was at the studios back then, you know?
Thanks. We'll try asking her. If she'll talk.
Oh no, you're doing it again, pal. What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me?
The old wig bag doesn't look so good.
Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer.
She started to froth at the mouth, Nick! Maybe we should keep a safe distance.
What? Oh, that's 5 years ago. Wanted to ask about 5 years ago.
Oto, who did you hear that from? Nichols!
Nichols?
Nichols, Nick! Penny Nichols! That assistant we talked to!
Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed no less. I suppose you think this is fun.
No! I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you claim that Powers stole Hammer's costume, or vice versa? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. I just beat this one. Mr. Powers eat a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes, so?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate.
I bet Powers put it in there himself. Even a lightweight like him must have trouble sleeping sometimes.
Except I have proof that Mr. Hammer put the pills in. This bottle contained sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints were found on the bottle.
I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul.
Miss Oldbag?
Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
Miss Oldbag?
You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced the paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio.
I see!
But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone.
Miss Oldbag.
Hold on a minute.
Poor Miss Oldbag.
I didn't realize how often Amaya's dialogue in this scene is just Miss Oldbag. Here, take this.
A photograph? Look at this photo. Wait a second.
This is the picture.
Is this trailer in Studio 2?
Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell onto the flower box fence.
I just don't think it was the guy's fault for not having stage awareness.
That's rude.
But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it.
I understand.
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2?
Right.
But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Oh no.
Comes the fun. Do 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 do.
Why does she have to talk? Hey, Nick! It's Miss Vasquez! Hello? Hello!
should at least try to be polite.
I'm watching the clouds.
That's all she had to say, apparently.
It's her to talk, so she doesn't have much to say.
Should have given up that chain smoking.
Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh! Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick! She's really ticking me off!
Oh dear.
Hold me back! Mr. Powers wasn't the killer! You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai! I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick! She did it! She's the killer! My Fey blood speaks to me! I know it!
Oh dear. This is just you arguing to say it, oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila.
If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves.
Oh dear. Should I show her the evidence? Maybe help get her the thought.
I don't know. I guess you show her that.
She's not even looking.
Where?
What?
Where'd you get that?
Well,
Old bag.
old?
She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick!
Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer.
The wind.
The huh?
It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind! Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer.
Inside the trailer. Inside the trailer.
You came. Well then, what were you talking about?
What? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden?
I wish she wasn't.
Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change.
So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star! Oh. I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But! You were the cause! You pressured him! And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure?
Oh, she's staring at us. First time ever. What do you mean?
Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident?
No! No way! You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose?
That is what I mean.
Where's your proof? Can you prove it?
Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? If I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh. Well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the station. She rented it out in his own hands. She did. Gave him a few bruises, too.
So that's why she had the photo.
She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me now. What? This is valuable evidence, boys.
Who are they?
Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased?
What?
The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it.
Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care all about it?
I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends.
So it's gonna be a fight.
Boys, erase away. No!
Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now.
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it.
Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. I was really scared.
Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, it's just I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez.
To be continued.